Good afternoon, South Africa. My name is Danilo Acquisto, and a very warm welcome to Afternoon Express. It is the weekend, and we are taking you there in style. We've got a whole series of weird and wonderful entertainers on the show today, and I don't mean myself, Bonnie and Jeannie at all. I know you're thinking it. First up, we've got Andre the Hilarious Hypnotist. He joins us in the loft today, and he told me he's got a slight trick up his sleeve, so you'll have to stay tuned to see what that is later on. Then ex-Isidingo actress turned international star Kim Engelbrecht joins us on the couch to tell us more about her story and what she's up to recently. Then, seeing as it's the weekend, we've got not only one but two musical acts for you. First is Mozambican-born Ivan Mazuze. He's a jazz artist. He's got one of the most soulful sounds you've ever heard in your life, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Plus, if you ever wanted to know what happens when you cross an opera singer with a string quartet and motorcycles, you'll have to stay tuned to see what that performance is all about. So much to do and so little time. Bonnie is in the kitchen.
Thank you, Danilo. Thank you for letting me get a word in. I'm Bonnie Mbuli. Welcome to our wonderful kitchen where we're always cooking something amazing. And of course, pop over to our website, afternoonexpress.co.za, for the full recipe and shopping list. Joining me in the kitchen today is Robin Jacker, and we're going to be making something for four, eat in, perfect weekend food, right?
Exactly. What we're going to do is take our butterfly grills, which is our chicken breast on the bone, and then we're going to put a nice little Asian barbecue sauce on that. We're also going to do some of our beautiful in-season asparagus, as well as duck fat potatoes. Top it all off, a little fruit salad.
Perfect. Sounds delicious. But let's head back to the couch with our first guest, with Danilo.
That's right, let's kick off the crazy. Now, for the past 21 years, he has held audiences spellbound with his offbeat sense of humor and ability to get random members of the public to dance around like chickens, believe that their chairs are on fire, and forget their own names. Joining us on the couch is, I'm joking, Andre the Hilarious Hypnotist. How are you, Andre?
Very well, and you? Thanks.
Very good, thank you. So, Andre, it's such an honor to have you on the couch with us. Please don't hypnotize me in this interview, because I don't think that's not cool.
No, I only work when I get paid.
I never know with hypnotists, you know, you never know. You don't refer to yourself actually as a hypnotist. What do you refer to yourself as?
I do suggestions. So I go up on stage. I always say to people, I'm qualified in drama. I can go up on stage, I can perform, and that's what I do. I don't like the word hypnotist. Half the country think that you're the devil. The other half of the country think that you've got special powers. None of that's true. Otherwise, I'd be outside drawing everybody's money right now.
So, Andre, back in the 90s, your show was only meant to run for about 3 weeks. It ended up running for a crazy long run. What an experience of yours.
Yeah, it was an amazing kind of time in my life. I was young and studying hard at psychology, and I was getting career focused, and went to a theatre, started performing there, and it was filled. We just in Joburg, we started, and 21 years later, here I am. We started there for 3 weeks. We ended up there for weeks on end, and it just kept on going everywhere across the country, and yeah.
I'm fascinated by hypnotism because it's one of those, it's almost like an art that people go to. And I remember I've tried a couple of times to go to hypnotist shows, and the one time I had to pretend like I was hypnotized because I felt so bad for the guy who was trying to do it there. But let's go first back to the art of hypnosis. What exactly is hypnotism, and what's going on inside the brain?
It kind of varies so greatly, because in the 1800s it was incredibly powerful. So if you go back into history, it had this, like, although it was investigated, oddly enough, for being fraudulent, it was an incredibly powerful tool to use. Now we understand it a lot better, and we're also exposed to it a lot more often. So when you watch television, you're hypnotized, but nobody says, oh, let's hypnotize you to buy this product.
Yes.
And so you're more likely to accept the product because the television is in your house.
I see,
so
because it suggested things to you along the way.
Correct, yeah. And you're willing to accept it as being complete truth. And so if you saw my show in the 90s, I was a far more vicious hypnotist. I would walk in and shout, sleep, and the entire audience would just drop. I can still do that in Bloemfontein. Oh, terrible one-liner. But yes, and then I'm not going to say the end of my tour.
That was terrible, Andre. That was terrible. Wow, okay.
Oh, there's many towns that no, Bloemfontein, I love Bloemfontein. That's actually kind of where I found my feet. I sneaked out from university and did my first 7 days in Bloem. So I should give them credit. They were awesome.
Yes, exactly. They kickstarted your career.
They did, and they packed it. And the newspaper was filled with the devil is in town, and they're getting rid of him. And it was awesome. It was brilliant. But yes, we are exposed to it so often these days that it's not the same.
So it's the power of suggestion, I suppose, in many ways, is what this is. So why do some people then not get hypnotized? Like, you tried again. I remember we're allowed to say this on air, but I mean, we tried before to see if I was able to get hypnotized and you were trying different methods. Why do some people just not?
every person differs, and when and where they'll go under differ, because we're all susceptible to hypnosis. It's not a choice. We can't go against it.
It's like you have the thing in your blood or not.
Yes, no, true. And people do. They think it's a different brainwave in which you go in, and people still ask me that question about what am I born with? How can you become a hypnotist? Oh, kryptonite's very dangerous. Yeah. But it's got nothing to do with that. I talk a lot. That's kind of my skill, and I know what to look for, what to say, and where to say it. But the person hypnotizes himself. So it's totally self-induced. And so you might find some people, and I've had people that come to my show and they're like, I can't be hypnotized. I've tried with 20 hypnotists. One here the other day that said to me he was hypnotized by, well, he even tried a professional hypnotist. And I was like, oh, great, yeah, us amateurs. But yeah, he's proving the point that it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Yes. He doesn't believe he can be hypnotized. I can't do anything to it.
I see. Yeah, exactly. So it is about the individual themselves. It's not about who the hypnotist is
totally.
At all. Are there some like health benefits or sort of negatives with hypnosis? Because a lot of people are worried about what it can do to your brain and your body.
Yeah, people are very, very scared of hypnosis, and they still remain, which is, I kind of hope that I changed some of it in the last 21 years, but people think you're either incredible or it's incredibly frightening. But no, it has got benefits, because once you understand how the brain works, you're able to channel it and divert it and utilize it to its best potential.
I see.
Because everything the brain does, I won't say it's negative, but if I say to you, don't think of a pink elephant, the first thing you're going to do is think of a pink elephant. And that's our entire brain is structured in certain systems and liaised in certain files. You've got to learn how to bypass these structures. And then you can achieve a lot more, yes.
Yeah. So it is a powerful tool in many ways. I think it's used for so many different things, like therapies, and also for comedy like yourself. You use it for shows and entertainment. But in terms of the actual process of being hypnotized itself, how long does it last for? Because I want to bust some of these myths. Are you hypnotized for life since then? How do you wake somebody up from that? What is the...
Wouldn't that be the ultimate life? I wouldn't be here. Life would be,
no job.
I would have this queue of people giving me money every day. No, you know what we call post-hypnotic suggestion, that lasts about 35 to 40 minutes, and that's pretty much you wake up the volunteer and you're still in reenacting with him or interacting with him. And so because he's still in that environment, he still feels safe and he's still susceptible, he's likely to react to your suggestion. But if I now met him in a shopping mall 2 days down the road...
and said sleep?
Yes, he wouldn't do anything.
Oh, really?
Unless, if he really believed that I did have that power, then he would.
Okay.
Which was
so
a lot
again,
of fun
it's person-dependent?
Yes, because they did.
Andre.
Oh, well.
So it's person-dependent, but at the same time, it does wear off eventually after a period of time. We're going to try and find some members of our office who are going to try and do this with us today, because, they put us through a whole bunch of stuff on Afternoon Express, so we're going to put them through something at the same time. Now, you, South Africa, don't want to go anywhere, because I'm about to go into our office and find some of our staff who are keen to be hypnotized. That's all coming up after the break. Plus, Bonnie makes Asian-inspired barbecue chicken, and we chat to actress Kim Engelbrecht. Don't go anywhere.
Sustainable fishing that leaves fish for the future. Are you with us?
Great to have you back with us. You're with Afternoon Express on SABC3. We're about to start cooking our butterfly chicken breast, you said?
Butterfly girls.
And I see there's a lot of asparagus. What's going on?
So asparagus is great now because it's in the height of its season. As you can see, it's nice and large and thick, but we'll get to that now. Let's start with our chicken. So I don't know if you've seen our butcher butterfly girls. It's the breast, but it's on the bone. So the breast is obviously healthier for you, but with the bone, it adds that flavor because it can be quite tasteless.
Yes.
So first we're going to put on our Tonton Kobe barbecue sauce. Just going to put that on and then just baste it.
It smells amazing, that barbecue sauce.
And while we're doing this, I'm just going to ask you to prep the potatoes there. Just put the potatoes into the dish, and we're going to put some duck fat in, just so that it would be about 1 centimeter immersed in the fat.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. Are we seasoning them?
No, we'll season when we take it out.
Okay.
Just let them crisp up. Put them in the oven at 180 until they're golden brown, crispy, but cooks through to the center.
Okay. Should I just pour it on top?
Yeah, perfect. Spread it around a little. So for our butterfly grills, we're going to put them in the oven at 180 in the middle, just about 15 minutes. You've got to be very careful with chicken breast because we don't want to overcook it because there's nothing worse than dry chicken breast.
No.
No, so it should be perfect with our nice marinade on it.
Okay, awesome. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
So now
Okay.
moving on to our asparagus.
All right.
We can cut it almost like a carrot, like a root veg. You cut it right down the middle, put it onto your hot, hot grill pan, but first put some olive oil and seasoning, and then just get those griddle marks, just till it's al dente.
Yeah.
And we're going to serve it with our salsa verde. Now you get this at Woolies. Salsa verde it's a salsa that's made with capers, parsley, anchovies. It's very salty, very fresh at the same time.
Wow.
So I'm going to ask you just to pour a little bit on there. It's also really good on steak and actually on proteins as well.
Yeah.
And then we'll just put a little bit of lemon on.
I'm lucky we actually get to eat this.
So always put the lemon on right at the end because otherwise it'll turn the asparagus brown. But it's a really good flavor with it. There we go.
And of course, pop over to our website, afternoonexpress.co.za for the full recipe and shopping list.
So to round it off, we're going to have a nice healthy fruit salad for dessert.
Right. Is this those eat-in?
Yes, this is the eat-in.
Okay.
It's amazing that they can get so much for 150 Rand. So we've got our papaya and citrus salad. So you can either keep it healthy or do what I would do and possibly a little bit of ice cream with it.
Yeah,
Some fresh whipped cream. But it's a
lots
beautiful
of maple
blend.
syrup.
Oh, talk to me.
Okay.
There we go. Beautiful summer salad, just to top it all off.
Very healthy, but nutritious. Good hearty meal, huh? Okay, cool. Awesome. While we pop those in the oven, Jeannie is on the couch with one of my favorite actresses, Kim Engelbrecht.
Born in Cape Town, she established her name as an actress on Isidingo and is currently building a successful career in the US while still working hard here in South Africa at the same time. Joining us on the couch is the absolutely stunning Kim Engelbrecht.
Oh, stop.
Firstly, can we just discuss how, ridiculously magnificent you are?
Oh, thanks. Let's discuss it.
Do you have a moment in the morning when you look at yourself and you go, "Ooh, yeah," and then high-five yourself?
Oh, come on.
I would if
Do you
I
do
were
the same?
Nah. Okay, yeah.
You do. Thank you, though.
No, but you are looking absolutely sensational, and congratulations on such a fantastic career.
Thank you.
So I want to go right to the beginning. Young girl, 12 years old, and you find yourself working on an international film. I want to know about that process. Did you know that you wanted to be an actress?
I think I always had an innate ability to perform and to show off.
Yeah.
You know, I think I've always had that. And then, and then I got the role in this international film when I was 12 years old.
Sarah.
Yeah, got to go to Italy. So that obviously opened up a whole world for me. But I think I've always been a performer intrinsically, you know.
What was your first audition like? At 12 years old, knowing that you wanted to be a performer, but now you're going for an audition for an international film. Were you a little bit shy or?
I don't really think you think about the magnitude of what you're doing or that you can even do it wrong. You know, you just want to do it because you want to perform and you want to show off what you can do. And I think any young actress is the same, you know. It's in your bones, so you just want to perform.
Of course. Now, the country obviously know and love you so much because of your role in Isidingo. You were Lolly.
I know.
Everybody loved Lolly.
I love Lolly.
That character. Oh, yeah, I love Lolly. But tell me about your experience on Isidingo.
I think the cool thing about Lolly is I started off with Lolly when she was a wayward teenager coming into the deep, and then she was with her uncle, and then she kind of grew and she kind of finished school on the deep, got her first job there. Had her first kiss, you know what I mean? And then eventually married in the deep. So it was a nice journey for me to take with her, and I think I've grown with her, you know? So it was sad.
Yeah, but what was that like for you personally? Literally growing up in front of your viewers' eyes?
Oh, it's awesome because you go through every stage with them, you know? And then at the same time, I was doing Take 5 and still presenting TV shows. So I was lucky because I didn't really microwave my career, you know what I mean? I kind of took it in different stages. I started out doing kiddie TV, teenage TV, played a teenager on TV, and then that carried me through adulthood.
But you've made quite responsible decisions, I think, in your career. From Isidingo, I think you made the decision to not continue being Lolly and decided that you wanted to focus on film, and international film in particular.
Yeah, I think I've always known what I wanted. I think I've always wanted to, you know, work on a world stage. I think in every single discipline, whether you're a sports person, you want to play on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah.
But I knew that I wasn't able to do or completely give myself to Lolly my heart and my dreams were somewhere else.
Exactly.
Because it's I love playing her, and I want to give my all to her. So that was a big decision for me, and me stopping doing her obviously just allowed me to focus completely on something else. But it doesn't mean that I can't go back, you know?
Oh,
Who
no,
knows?
of course.
Lolly could have a return.
No, is that going to happen? Tell us, tell us. I watch. Our lines are going to be going crazy now. Twitter's going to be going nuts. You're basically going to break the internet now because people are going to want to know if you're returning to
No, but I mean,
Isidingo.
who knows? Who knows? Life is long, and
Yeah.
acting is a journey, so let's see.
So was it at that point then that you went on to do the British crime drama Mad Dogs?
Yeah, Mad Dogs, exactly. I finished off there, and then I did the BBC series called Mad Dogs, and that was incredible. I got to play a different character because I was a Spanish spy agent, you know, with a different accent. So that was really cool. All of my friends in the UK saw me on BBC TV, which was amazing. And yeah, and then working in a different accent on Dominion as well.
Having worked on such an incredible international scale, working on South African films, British, American, what would you say is the difference between all of them, and how do you think South Africa fares?
Well, all of these international projects are coming to South Africa. We've got amazing talent, amazing crew. Our locations are beyond belief. So I think it's more or less exactly the same formula, but obviously everybody's got a different accent. That's kind
Do you
of
think it's all relative, though?
Yeah, I mean, the movie business is flourishing here, and I think South Africans can play on the same playing field. We just need the opportunity, and we're getting it.
Of course. And you've got a pretty good American accent as well.
Thank you.
So what do you think are the chances of you becoming our next Charlize Theron and moving to LA and winning us an Oscar?
Well, I mean, I can't exactly compare myself to her. She's amazing, so... yeah, but I would like to work
Pursue
abroad.
it,
Yeah,
of course.
I'd like to work all over the world. You know, see the world, doing my job. That's a dream.
Yeah. Now, you obviously are in such extraordinary shape, but I mean, that comes with hard work. What is your life-work balance? Like, how do you stay in such good shape and looking so young?
Thanks. I think I drink a lot of water. I am a little bit of a water addict. I do a lot of trail running and the outdoors, but I think I just limit myself, and also in the same vein, I also don't limit myself. So I think it's just a balance. But when it does come to work time, I do really focus in, and I do, stop myself from overindulging. Because I think because of my job and how physically demanding it is, I have to maintain a really good balanced diet. Otherwise, I'm going to burn out.
So what is next on the cards?
Well, I think I'm just going from place to place at the moment, doing a bit of publicity, you know, and then I'm heading back to the States at the end of the week.
Well, we absolutely love you, and we really do wish you the best with your career. You are going to be the most sensational superstar. You really deserve it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming to visit us. Thank you so much for being in our loft.
Thanks.
Great seeing you. Don't go away. We've got plenty more to come. Stick around on Afternoon Express.
Sustainable fishing that leaves fish for the future. Are you with us?
Welcome back to a weird, wacky, and wonderful Friday episode of Afternoon Express. We've got Andre the Hilarious Hypnotist with us today, and I promised you that during the ad break we'd go find some of our office staff and put them under hypnosis. So Andre, what have you done to them so far?
Well, we had them during the interval break. We got them together, gave them a few suggestions, and now they call it semi-hypnotized. We use post-hypnotic suggestions, so they're still likely to do whatever the heck I say.
Oh, well, guys, we're about to have some fun with you. After all you make us go through an Afternoon Express, we're going to make it go back to you guys. Well, let the fun begin.
Shall we give it a go?
Go for it.
All three of you, sleep deep and nice and deep and sound asleep, because when I snap my fingers, you're a famous actor. You're impersonating a washing machine. Be creative. Move your body. You're a method actor. Move your body as if you're a washing machine. Be really creative. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. Washing machine, washing away. Spin cycle going faster and faster. We got front loader. Mother does the washing. And I'm not sure about that one either.
Got a washing machine for a head. Okay.
Sleep, relax, deep sleep, guys, because when I snap my fingers, you're still a famous actor impersonating a jackhammer. So you're a jackhammer drilling into tar. Once again, be creative. Jackhammer. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. Jackhammer. Drrr, come on, like, really nice. Put some effort into it. You can see who's used a jackhammer before. This is our person. All of you, wide awake, wake up. Yes, good. Maybe it's a bit of what we can do.
Hi, guys. Hello. How's it? Very cool. Okay.
We can leave them wide awake and then kind of do various suggestions. For instance, can we have you over here for one brief sec? Thank you. Just join us. Don't look so nervous, full of energy. Hi. What is your name?
Brad.
Brad. Now you've known your name for how many years?
About 21 of them.
21. Yeah. Kind of give or take 1 or 2. You know, maybe birth. And yeah. All right. Go. What is your name? You can't remember.
What's your name?
It's.
Don't be so nervous, Brad. It's not that bad. Just think about it. It starts with a B. You can do it, Brad. If anybody can, you can. Come on, Brad. I'm giving you a clue. Think about it, Brad. It starts with a B. Sleep. Your name's... Oh, we nearly got it.
You just got him in time.
Just got him in time. Your name is E-I-E-I-O, as in Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Wake up. What is your name?
It's E-I-E-I-O.
Okay. That's quite unique. Yeah, your name's E-I-E-I-O?
Yeah, family name.
Brilliant. So, like, what, your grandfather's grandfather's grandfather? Is it part of the song? Any relation to the song?
What song?
Old MacDonald. I can't sing, but
Old MacDonald had a farm. Your name?
E-I-E-I-O.
There we go. That's
yeah,
it.
you see, so he'll sing. I'll point you.
Are we brothers? Because that's my first name is Old MacDonald had a farm.
E-I-E-I-O.
Yeah, good.
Sure.
How would you spell that?
E-I-E-I-O.
Great. So how would you then say it?
E-I-E-I-O.
All right, okay. I'm going to quickly explain. It's Andre and D-R-E, right? So it's a little bit like yo, but like, it's a bit different. Can't spell and say it the same way. That doesn't make much sense, does it?
That's just how it is.
Okay, good. Wide awake. Yes, good morning. How are you feeling?
Good.
Good. What is your name? It's back. No, so it's not back. It's
your name's
but it's
not back.
Yeah. It's like that would be a nice one. It's like going around saying I'm back.
It's Brad.
Very good. Hi, Brad. You got worried there for a second. Right? You just grab your chair over there, Brad. You're feeling
Sure,
good?
he just feels like he needs a whole break. Like you need a fan or something. You okay there, Brad?
I'm good.
Cool. Okay.
You'll actually feel even better. It's like you're going to feel like you want to just smile all over Brad. It's like, hi.
Look at him. He's so chill now.
That's how I get fans. I tell them to like me. Sleep, Brad. You sleep, Brad.
Is that how you got our interview to be so good? Because you told me that I must like what you...
You just don't know anything.
I get it.
Brad, when I snap my fingers, you're wide awake, and for the rest of the show, you think I'm just absolutely incredible. Better than Patricia Lewis in concert. And like most incredible artist you've ever seen. Wide awake, wake up. Yes, good morning. Hi, you want to come over here for a sec? I say good morning, but I mean good afternoon. It's like, could have been good evening. What is your name?
Stephen.
Stephen, you wouldn't do what he just did, would you? I mean, that's kind of weird. Changing your name, all those weird things. Yeah, sleep. Whenever I say the word dinosaur, you'll roar really loud at the top of your voice. When I say dinosaur, you're like, really loud. You're a T-Rex, one of those awful Jurassic Park things that'll roar at the top of your voice. Wide awake, wake up. Wakey, open your eyes. Good morning. You feeling good?
Morning.
Yeah, you're not hypnotized right now. Because people think that when you're hypnotized, you have no control whatsoever, that I could kind of take your ATM card and go spend your money. You wouldn't do that, would you? Nah, dinosaur! Brings out the man in everyone. Yes, dinosaur.
I don't know where that came from.
Dinosaur. So it's just a variation. Female dinosaur.
That's like a baby dinosaur. That's not female.
Do you want to just sit down? I was going to do some famous movie character. Yes, Space Cadet, sleep. Good. He looks so happy over there.
He does. He's loving this.
He's like,
you know it was his turn now.
Yeah, it's like, I wouldn't do this. Yeah, go feeling happy. Yes, good. Yeah, can you believe it's me? Yeah, hi. Nice to meet you as well. Yeah, in South Africa only for a week. Yeah. Sorry, quick tour. I'm sorry. Space Cadet, wide awake, wake up. Yes, good morning. You want to come and join us for a second?
Hi, James.
Is this James?
Yes.
I was actually... James, you come over here. You look like the most sophisticated person over here. Like, I'm analysing everything and I'm falling for nothing. Do you think you're hypnotised, James?
Not really, no.
No. Why don't you think you're hypnotised?
Well, I can still respond perfectly normally, I think.
Yeah, the last people I hypnotised all went deaf.
It's the I think that's the issue. It's the I think. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, Steve, shall we play a little bit of truth and dare here?
Please.
When I snap my fingers, you're wide awake. Now, when you wake up, whenever you speak the truth, nothing happens. When you tell a lie, your underpants, underwear become really tight. Your face will contort in agony. I mean, there goes the whole show's reputation. Total pain on the face. So wide awake, wake up. Just you're normal. What is your name?
James.
James. All right, good. Now, James lied. Just make up any name. What is your name?
Bob.
Okay.
We're seeing some
Hi, Robert.
reaction there. 10, 20, 30 times worse. Just say that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hi, over here, James. Hi, just try that again. What is your name?
Bob?
All right, great. So what type of car do you drive in your lonely life? What type of car do you drive?
Ferrari?
That was a... What type of car do you drive? Come on. No. What do I say? There we go. Yes. Oh, you wanted to. We can. Yes. You want to sit down over there for a sec? Thank you very much. You just grab a chair.
Wow.
Yes.
Andre, this stuff is insane. These people are like the people we love, and they work so hard at the office. We're making them do some crazy things. And guys, thank you so much for being part of this. Really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You go back to work, I'm sure, feeling much better and relaxed, right? Can we not like hypnotize them to like love their jobs?
Well, yeah, we could do that. We could make them work at a lower salary grade. There's a whole bunch of benefits which we'll discuss afterwards.
Don't we have some ideas? If you guys are in Cape Town, be sure to catch Andre on Tuesday the 20th to Saturday the 31st of October 2015 at the Theatre on the Bay in Camps Bay. For more information and fun and laughter, make sure you go and check that out. Right now, though, on Afternoon Express, however, we've hypnotized the ladies and everybody else over that side who's decorating some tables. I'm kidding.
Deciding on decoration ideas and themes for events can be quite stressful, especially when you're trying to impress your guests. So we've invited Belinda Bergstrom, founder of Be Lovely, into the loft to demonstrate decor designs inspired by the Creations range. Welcome, Belinda.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you. This looks absolutely gorgeous, and I see you've got different themes. Please take us through them and tell us how the Creation inspired the themes.
Okay. Well, the blue of Divine Hazelnut, I was inspired by the colour, made me think of the beach and having a nice lazy lunch outside. The use of sort of picnic wear. I love working with paper, and doing sort of my own thing with a bit of origami. Then I moved on to the lemon sorbet.
The lemon sorbet, wow.
Which just spoke to me of a lemonade stand with the sound of kids laughing, a hot summer's afternoon, and best served chilled. Even the chocolate.
I mean, I could have never thought of something like this. Is decoration something that just runs in your veins, or was it something you studied for?
No, not at all. I'm actually a physiotherapist.
Wow.
But I've always, when my children were very little, I loved doing their parties. Every occasion I've always sort of gone to town with, doing the decor, and eventually...
It's just a hobby turned into something...
Yeah, that I started doing as a business. And
that's incredible.
And it's been great.
Yeah. Cool. What's the next one?
So that is the creme brulee, which was the gold of the Creations. And I love also use of metallics. I was thinking of like a fireside winter dinner party with friends.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoy using natural things. I've used a bit of wood, and I like the pine cones. I love metallics at the moment.
What are those?
Just little glitter confetti.
Wow, wow.
And yeah, the obvious way to end off the evening with a bit of chocolate.
Or glühwein and chocolate. Yeah. Okay, cool. What else do we have here?
And then the pink, the chocolate fondant. Pink, I've got 3 daughters. High tea with little girls. You can never have enough pink.
You can't go wrong with pink.
Lots of sweeties, pink tea, and a bit of chocolate fondant chocolate.
Oh, these are so adorable. It makes me want to be a little girl at a tea party.
And then lastly, this one, which is the sumptuous orange. And the orange of the campfire made me think of sitting outside under the stars, camping, and enjoying your chocolate, frying marshmallows, telling stories around the fire, and chocolate's the obvious choice.
I mean, these are such great ideas and themes. Thank you so much. What do you think is the most extravagant idea that you've had to put together for decoration?
Well, I once did a wedding where I had to where I strung 3,500 origami birds to the roof of the venue.
What? Did you make them yourself, the birds?
Actually, I had a lesson with all the bridesmaids and the bride and the mothers and the mothers-in-laws and taught them how to do it. And then, we eventually managed to get 3,500 and we strung them up.
It must have looked gorgeous.
It was amazing.
Wow.
The other thing I did was make a marshmallow chandelier for a sweetie table, which was also fairly labour-intensive and sticky.
That's incredible. I'll be definitely calling you for my next big event. Thank you so much, Belinda, for joining us.
Thanks so much.
Now, today's prize is unlike anything we've ever given away. And believe me when I say your life will not be the same without it. For a chance to win the entire Lindt Creation range, Lindt Excellence range, as well as the Le Creuset hamper worth 2,940 Rand, all you need to do is SMS the keyword Lindt, your name, and city to 33728. SMSs cost R1.50. And don't forget to check out the T's and C's on afternoonexpress.co.za. The more times you enter, the greater your chance of winning. So plenty more to come on Afternoon Express. Please stay with us.
Express yourself.
Surrender to indulgence. Which will you give into first? Creation from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, South Africa. I can tell you your minds are about to be blown. We have got something completely different for you now on the show. They are two very unconventional experimental music composers who actually use motorcycles as instruments. With us in the loft, we have Juliana Venter and Galina Juritz, who form part of the experimental Motorcycle Orchestra, who will be performing at the Edge of Wrong Music Festival in Cape Town. So ladies, already by the description of what it is that you guys do, this is going to be interesting. Why motorcycles?
Well, I mean, it's noise music, so we thought incorporating motorbikes is bringing quite different audiences together because, I mean, bikers are normally quite sort of separated and in their own world, and so is noise musicians and avant-garde musicians and people who do experimental stuff. So the whole thing is to try and bring people together in a kind of unusual situation and perhaps to find each other.
This excites me quite a lot because as a kid I used to play the violin and Mom said that this isn't music, this is noise. So now that you know there's a genre for me, it makes me excited.
Do you want a job?
What is noise music, guys?
Well, I mean, noise music is characterized as noise within a musical genre or a musical style. It actually is a style of music. You can go and look in Wikipedia if you don't believe me. And actually, it already started in the 1910s in Europe. There was the Anti-Symphony that was performed in Berlin in 1919. And people like Xenakis has used it, Psychic TV. If you listen to Jimi Hendrix, that comes from noise music.
Jimi Hendrix
Jimi
noise?
Hendrix, yes, of course. Yoko Ono, you know, you all know Yoko Ono. That's all coming from noise music, the Fluxus art movement, the Surrealists, the Dadaists, the Futurists. It's been around for a long time.
So what exactly categorizes the noise from the music?
Well, okay, I mean, it's like feedback. If you hold a microphone pointed towards the amp, it makes feedback. People would use that, you know, anything, electroacoustic sounds, machine sounds. Einstürzen and Neubauten from Germany, they used, you know, metals and grinders and, you know, there's lots of stuff that you can use in terms of noise, and a motorbike is perfect.
One of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have got the show coming up in Cape Town that everyone's very excited about. You've kind of brought down to a little minimalist set so we can fit it into the loft today. What can we expect from that performance?
Well, that performance, we're going to have a string quartet, the Shot Ensemble. There's going to be Makoyane and Umkhube Southern African bows. There is going to be a drummer. There's going to be a fleet of motorcyclists. Juliana, compositions by Matthias van Dijk, Juliana, myself, Cara Stacey, a whole bunch of us. So please come along.
Definitely, guys. This sounds incredible. I managed to hear all of the sound checks you guys were doing. It is the most interesting sound I have ever heard in my life. So we can speak about it as much as we want. What we are going to do now, South Africa, is let them take the floor and just show you what noise music is all about. Ladies, the floor is yours.
Great, thank you.
when you hear about the composition behind all of this, it really is mind-blowing. And if you want to catch them with their full motorcycle orchestra, then make sure you head down to Detroit Vintage Garage in Salt River, Cape Town on the 20th of October. The show is called VOMO, and if you want more information, then be sure to head to our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. And make sure you tune in for Winner Home this evening at 7:30 on 3. Tonight's episode is all about fine dining design. The 5 remaining contestants must design a functional and cutting-edge kitchen. Team Blueprint are the last to determine a team champion, so they have to go head-to-head in a specific challenge where they battle it out between themselves. And don't forget, you can win a 2-bedroom home in Umhlanga, Durban, just by entering the weekly SMS competition or by voting online for your favorite team at winnerhome.tv. Competition entries close on the 1st of November, so tune in to Winner Home every Friday night at 7:30 and enter to stand a chance to win. Winner Home is brought to you by Private Property in association with Nedbank.
Winner Home, the Design Edition, is the only show on South African television that truly lives up to its name.
Enter online at winnerhome.tv or via SMS for the weekly Viewers Prize. And put yourself in line to win a 2-bedroom apartment on Durban's prestigious Umhlanga Ridge, an exclusive luxury car, or 50,000 rands worth of home appliances. That's Winner Home, Friday nights at 7:30, repeat Saturdays at 4:30. Find it on 3.
Originally from Mozambique, the multi-international and SAMA award-winning jazz artist and composer Ivan Mazuze, after finishing his master's degree in ethnomusicology at UCT, has established himself as a household name within the international jazz community. Now based in Norway, Ivan is in South Africa to promote his new album, Ubuntu. Welcome to our loft, Ivan.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
I get the feeling that our local jazz artists do so exceptionally well overseas, especially in Scandinavian countries. What is the jazz scene like, I suppose, between here and Europe?
Well, jazz in first in place is broad in terms of genres within jazz. And what the African musicians, Southern African musicians bring into the Nordic jazz is a different flavor of the Southern African jazz.
Yeah, but you are a whole combination of flavors, because I suppose your music has obviously Mozambican inspirations, South African, and then of course Latin, but also inspirations from all over the world.
Yes, because I have become a traveling musician.
Yeah.
I'm Mozambican born. I lived in Mozambique when I was 19 years old. I was active with Mozambican bands and Mozambican musicians while I was living there. I came to Cape Town to take up studies. While I was a student, I was already acting as a professional musician, playing with a lot of different musicians in South Africa. And then my career extended to Norway, where I've been exposed to all African musicians living there from different parts of Africa, as well as Nordic musicians, the whole Europe, and in contact with many other musicians from different parts of the world.
But apart from being such a talented musician as well, I think you understood from a young age that you needed to almost manage yourself and understand the business around music. So I think you started your own publishing company, your own production company. How important is it for musicians to run their art like a business?
Yes, it is important, because you cannot separate music as non-business. It is business. That's why we have recording companies in South Africa and all over the world. We have publishing companies. But for myself, it was important to start my own publishing, my own label, to understand how things work. I don't run my own label today. I have decided to have somebody doing that for me, so I can focus more into the music.
Exactly.
But we should not separate music from the business. It goes together.
And then at what point did you decide to relocate to Norway?
Well, in 2006, I finished my master's degree at University of Cape Town. And I continued living in Cape Town until 2008. There was an exchange program between University of Oslo and University of Cape Town. Between like 2 students used to go to University of Oslo and 2 students used. In one of these exchange came a man from Norway and needed somebody with my qualifications, masters in ethnomusicology, and I have done jazz as well, in order to teach in Norway.
Yes.
And he offered me, and I got a contract, and that's how I moved to Norway.
So you're teaching there as well?
Yes.
And what's life like there? I mean, what kind of Nordic inspirations are you drawing from there for your career?
Well, I always say, if you're in an environment, if you're in a country, you live in a country, you get influenced by the environment naturally. And I think it's a reflection of my latest album. I have some Nordic musicians which are part of my band in Norway, and they just naturally, I feel that my music needs this because I'm part of this new environment. Obviously, it becomes influence in my music.
Touching on your new album, tell us about Ubuntu. Where did the entire concept come from, and the name, of course?
Well, it's because the last 3 years I've been practicing Ubuntu myself. The terminology Ubuntu is used in the whole Africa and many other continents. But the terminology is used in a different way. In Mozambique, instead of saying Ubuntu, is Ubuntu with M. But I've been practicing in a way that when I go home, I try to contribute to the communities and to the individuals around me in order for them to see their development. Yeah. And Ubuntu is quite broad as well. It's about sharing, right? It's about getting to know one another in order to know ourselves.
Well, I really look forward to hearing some tracks from it. You're going to be performing right here in the loft a little bit later.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it.
Good. Thank you so much for coming through to visit us.
Thank you so much.
Don't go away. We're going to have a live performance right here in the loft after this. Apply for a Nedbank home loan today and stand a chance to win 100,000 rands worth of home decor to help turn your new house into a dream home. Go to winnerhome.tv for more info. Let Nedbank help you make the things that really matter happen.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, and I hope you're ready to win. Join us on Monday, the 19th of October, as we draw our Go Green SMS competition grand prize winner live in the loft. If you've entered, then be sure to watch and keep your phone handy, because we might be calling you. This amazing prize includes a dream sustainable kitchen makeover from Cordev, fitted with Bosch appliances worth 300,000 Rand. Home upgrade so you can live off the grid up to 250,000 Rand, courtesy of Delta Gas, and food and homeware from Woolworths valued at 75,000 Rand, plus 25,000 Rand towards a school of your choice with My School. That's this coming Monday, so make sure you don't miss it. Now, off the bat of our very new age and eclectic sound that we played you before the commercial break, Jeannie is standing by with a very soulful jazz musician from Mozambique.
Here to perform his great track, My Two Northern Lights, here's Sama Award winner musician Ivan Mazuze.
Amazing. It's almost as amazing as this food looks. Oh my goodness. Well done.
It turned out really well.
Sure, I'll help you guys
can't wait
dish.
to dig in.
You can have everything, Andre.
Sure.
I'll have everything.
Everything.
A little bit of something, something.
Thank you so much, Robin. It looks amazing. Now, don't forget, if you want to win an amazing Lindt Creation and Le Creuset hamper, SMS Lindt, your name and city to 33728. SMSs cost R1.50. T's and C's apply and are available on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za.
I know it is the weekend and everyone's getting ready for the weekend, but I'm actually pretty excited about Afternoon Express next week. And if you join us again on Monday, I'm going to tell you it's going to be one of those shows you have to tune in early. So come onto the show like 5 minutes before we start. In the first 15 minutes, we're going to be chatting to cricket legend Ali Bacher. He joins us in the loft. His brand new book is out and we'll tell you more about that later on. And in the kitchen, we're making Vietnamese fish cakes. It's going to be a delicious week next week, I'm pretty sure.
Thank you so much to both our guests. You guys have been absolutely amazing. And to you at home, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next week, Monday. Happy eating.
Next week on Afternoon Express, cricket legend Ali Bacher chats about his new book. We take a look at Earth's mission to Mars. Altido performs live, and we catch up with veteran TV personality Felicia Mabuza Subtle.
Another feel-good production.